All right, you got the door. Perfect. Thanks for joining me, you guys, and anybody at their desk or at home. Welcome to the Employee Wellness class. Today, I would like to start by reading a kid's book, a kid's story, just to help us relax and tune into our inner child and listen to a nice message, a good message. And then after that, we will work on our Wheel of Life today. So this one is called Big. Big. And it is by Colleen, and it's illustrated by Claire. Here we go. Big. It helps to see the pictures. Join us. When you were little, you wanted to be big. Big enough to reach that, ride this, play here, go there. How about now? Are you big yet? When exactly does big happen? Some people say big is measured by years, or weight, or inches. Others think big is how rich you are, or where you live, or how much stuff you own. Those people are wrong. Big is bigger than that. Big is more. Big is being bright. Big is being healthy. Big is being imaginative. Big is being the biggest you that you can be. Big is being kind. Big is being helpful. Big is being a valuable member of your family, school, and neighborhood. Big is being the biggest you that you can be. Big is being an active citizen of your city, country, world. Big is being a friend to the earth. Big is being a friend to yourself. Big is being the biggest you that you can be. Each and every year, every person on the planet gets 365 presents. You, me, everybody. 365 brand new days. And every day, in countless ways, we can choose to be little or we can choose to be big. But how will you know when you have succeeded? How will you know when you're big? I'll read all these little things here. It says, how can I be a big friend to myself today? I learned from my mistake today. I'm big. How can I be big in my community today? How can I be big, kind today? That was a good choice. I'm big. How can I be big, healthy today? How can I be big in my family today? How can I be a big friend to the planet today? I'm proud of myself. I'm big. You won't get a trophy, a diploma, or an award. The reward for being big is invisible. It's a pride inside, a feeling of goodness that makes its home in your heart. And here's an important thing to remember. Big doesn't happen all at once. Big happens little by little. One little thought, one little question, one little action, one little change, one little way, one little day at a time. And all together, all of those ones add up to one wonderful, very big you. How many little ways can you think of to be big? That's it. Thanks, guys. I'll keep it out in case you want to browse through or look at it. Somebody gifted that to us for Porter's birthday present. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. Yeah. I'll let you guys pass it around. I had no idea what it was, and I'm reading it, and I'm thinking, wow, this is a really cool message for everybody, not just kids. All right, let's pull out your wheel of life today. Wheel of life, I'm going to just talk a little bit about it and then start thinking. I don't want us to rush. I want us to take our time and be able to fill it in for ourselves and make it count, make it meaningful. So I'll read you my little blurb of research here, and bear with me. When life is busy or all your energy is focused on a special project, it's all too easy to find yourself off balance, not paying enough attention to important areas of your life. While you need to have drive and focus, if you're going to get things done, taking this too far can lead to frustration and intense stress. That's when it's time to take a helicopter view. Here's your helicopter view of your life so that you can bring things back into balance. So this is where the wheel of life can help. It helps you consider each area of your life in turn and assess what's off balance. As such, it helps you to identify areas that need more attention. So you can kind of see how you've got some open spaces there to start filling in. So we're going to start thinking of what we're going to put there. The wheel of life is powerful because it gives you a vivid visual representation of the way your life is currently compared with the way that you'd ideally like it to be. It's called the wheel of life because each area of your life is mapped on a circle, like the spokes of a wheel. All right, how to use the wheel of life. They also made note that there are things like on apps that you can use and do for the wheel of life if you want to look up an app. But we have physical paper, so we're good. And you can put it on your wall and look at it every day. All right, so number one, brainstorm life areas. So it could be 8 to 10 of them. I think you guys have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 8. So 6 to 8, it says. You don't have to put in all 8 if you don't want to, but brainstorm some big life areas for these big open lines, these big open spaces. That you have 8 of them. You don't have to do all 8. So things to get your brain jogging here could be the roles that you play in life. So you could put in one of your spaces a role that you play, like I'm a dad, I'm a mom, I'm a grandparent, something like that. It could be a role that you play if you wanted it to be. These are just ideas and examples. Brainstorm 6 to 8 dimensions of your life that are important to you. So that's why I don't want us to rush. I want us to take our time and not just jot down things, but what's really important that you're going to pull it out and put it on there. It's really important to you. Another idea could be areas of life that are important to you. For example, if you're artistic, any kind of artistic expression or hobby. It could be something career-wise. It could be attitude related, positive attitude. Could be education, family, friends, anything to do with finances, financial freedom. So start to write these things down, and please don't rush. We've got plenty of time to dig in. And these are going to make up your spokes on your wheel. 6 to 8 of them. We'll take another minute to just kind of look over what we've wrote, make sure that's what we want there. You could always erase and put something else. Take about another minute. Yes, the link was in that email. Um, Good. Yeah, good. Yeah, they're on, it's a YouTube link. Yes. I'm going to show a blank wheel for the people at home. People at their office or desk or at home, you can access it easy. Wheel of Life. All right, so next is assessing each area of the Wheel of Life. So now let me show you. There it is. So there's numbers. The very center of your circle is a 0. Then it branches off to each notch being like a 2, a 4, a 6, an 8, and a 10. So your very center will be like, yeah, your 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 would be the end. I've seen this. So 0's in the middle, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is at the end. So now you're going to write in numbers assessing. So let me read this. Assess each area of the life wheel. This approach assumes, let me make sure. Yeah, okay. Okay, perfect. So this approach assumes that you will be happy and fulfilled if you can find the right balance of attention for each of these dimensions. And different areas of your life will need different levels of attention at different times. So the next step is to assess the amount of attention you're currently devoting to each area. So I'm going to repeat that. So you are now assessing the amount of attention that you are giving to each of those areas that you just wrote in. So you can physically write in the number, like a 2, a 4, a 6, an 8, but 10 would be on the outermost part of your circle. Consider each dimension in turn, and on a scale of 0 being low and 10 being high. Write down the amount of attention you're devoting to that area of your life. Mark each score on the appropriate spoke of your wheel, your life wheel. And there's no rush at all, but once you feel like you've put in all your numbers where you like them, you can start to join up the marks, connecting the dots around the circle. So I wrote in my numbers and then I just started drawing an arrow around. And there might be different ways of doing it. Let me know if you want to see mine. So for example, like at the very top for me, I put being a mom. And then I put a 10 for that. Like that takes literally everything all the time, 24 hours a day. My biggest focus is always going to be my kids and their safety and being a mom to them. So I put a 10 on the outer. It could be. And so that's our next part that we're going to talk about. It could be if I wanted more balance. But everything doesn't have to be 5s all the way around. That's not the point of this. Totally fine. Yes, doesn't matter. It's just to map out what our life looks like to us and what we want it to look like, what we want it to be. Yeah. So then, I'm not shy. I'm not going to lie. My next one over here is being a wife. And unfortunately, that one has a two by it because all my focus is sucked into the kids. And so being a wife is right now a number two. And maybe I don't want it to be a number two. Maybe I want to bump that more to a six and maybe my kids down to an eight. And that's reasonable. That's my decision and what I want to start thinking about for myself. And I'll just start reading into the next one, but finish up, definitely keep working on it. But it says, now it's time to think about your ideal level for life balance. So it's time to consider that ideal level in each area of your life. A balanced life does not mean getting a 5 in each life area. Some areas do need more attention and focus than others at any given time. Inevitably, you will need to make choices and compromises as your time and energy are not unlimited. I want to read that one more time, you guys. You will need to make choices and compromises as our time and energy is not unlimited. Okay, so we're going to decide what's best for us and ourselves and how much energy we have and where that goes, because it's not completely unlimited. So the question is, what would the ideal level of attention be for you in each area? What do you think is the ideal level of attention for each life area that you have? And you can plot those ideal scores on your life wheel as well. Then, I don't have a bunch of colors, but you could do your constellation as a big red marker and then your other constellation as a big purple marker, and you can compare the two. But you'd basically have two different lines all the way around. I'm going to just finish off here. Remember that gaps can go both ways. There are almost certainly areas that are not getting as much attention as you would like. However, there may also be areas where you're putting in more effort than you'd ideally like. These areas are sapping energy and enthusiasm that may be better directed elsewhere. So that's kind of what we're trying to figure out. Are we putting too much into this pot and not enough in this pot? And how could we balance it better for ourselves? Once you have identified the areas that need attention, it's time to plan the actions needed to work on regaining your balance. Starting with the neglected areas, what things do you need to start doing to regain balance? And these are going to be rhetorical questions. You can think of the answers in your own head. So once you've identified the areas that need attention, it's time to plan the actions needed to work on regaining balance. Starting with the neglected areas, what things do you need to start doing to regain balance? In the areas that are currently sap your energy and time, what can you stop doing or reprioritize or delegate to someone else? Make a commitment to these actions by writing them down. So maybe on the back or underneath, if you want to just jot down a few sentences of where you think you want to start. What's first on the list? What change? What balance do you want to start on? What do you want to take a little bit from here and put over there? Let's take a minute or two. As you're finishing working, there's a tip I'm going to read. It says you can use the Wheel of Life as preparation for goal setting or coaching. It helps to identify the areas you want to work on and is a great way of visualizing your current and desired life. Once you are working on improving your life balance, it's also a useful tool for monitoring your life balance as it changes over time. So this could change. So maybe in a couple months you keep it handy and you do it again, or a year. Good job, you guys. So you get to keep this with you. Pfft. We have a lot of wellness coaches, so this could definitely be. Mhm. 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 And we have life coaches. The life coaches do different styles of their own types of wheel of life. I know our life coaches do it. Nina has her own. Yeah, do it as a workshop. Yeah, I'm sure Alice, Nina, or Grace would do a workshop just like this. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, thanks, you guys. Take as much time as you would like to finish up. Take it with you, and I'll see you soon.